Hi, my name is Kevin Cheung, and I'm an associate at FH&P Lawyers. Construction projects generally have several parties involved. There are contractors and subcontractors, and they have rights and obligations that are governed by the contracts between them. The Builders Lien Act also creates rights and obligations between them. The Act applies to owners, all the contractors and subcontractors. It also applies to architects and engineers, and also material suppliers. The Builders Lien Act imposes or provides some of the parties with the right to file a lien. It also creates a right to obtain certain information. It imposes an obligation on owners and contractors to hold back 10% of amounts due under a construction contract. And it also imposes on contractors and subcontractors to hold funds received from the construction funds received in trust for the benefit of other parties that are beneath them in the construction pyramid. Perhaps the most common question that we receive is, how do I go about filing a lien? So the first thing we need to determine is, are you entitled to file a lien? Now, if you are a contractor, a subcontractor, a supplier of materials, or if you're an architect or an engineer, then you are amongst the group of people that can file a lien. We would need to determine the legal description of the property, which requires a search at the land titles office, and the amount owed to you must be over $200. So if you are a party that's entitled to file a lien, and if you are owed over $200, then you must file your lien within 45 days of a trigger date. This trigger date is usually the date when the certificate of completion is issued. But if there is no certificate of completion, then it's when the project or the improvement was completed, abandoned, or terminated. The 45-day deadline is critical, and a lot of parties make a mistake by missing this deadline. Once the deadline for filing a lien has passed, your right to file one is extinguished. Now, that doesn't necessarily affect the rights you might have under the contracts. Generally, once a lien is filed, the owner of the property will want to get rid of it as soon as possible, and they may take steps to see that you get paid. If that's not the case, then you have 1 year from the date you filed the lien to start a lawsuit to enforce the lien. You also have to file a certificate of pending litigation within that 1 year. And this is another area where people make a mistake by missing those deadlines. The 1 year period might be shortened if the lien holder receives a notice requiring action, and if they do receive that, then they need to file their lawsuit within 21 days of receiving that. Getting legal advice is encouraged when it comes to builders liens, because there are multiple deadlines you need to manage, and you're potentially starting a lawsuit. So you want to make sure that things are done properly all along the way to protect your rights. And we can certainly help with that here at FH&P Lawyers.